do you spin the seven chakras like each is its own Merkaba? So each of the chakras, this is a really good question. So the question here is, do you spin the seven chakras like each is its own Merkaba? So the chakras are all completely different. They all have different sizes, different lotus petals to them. They all have different frequencies because the color is the frequency. So they all correspond to different dimensional planes. Every single chakra is a different doorway to a different dimensional reality. So now, if you were to think of this, one of the best ways to work with this energy is to actually just utilize higher self. And when you attune and align your chakras, you want to just say, adjust all of my chakras to the correct spin, size, and rate in order to support my Christos template and where my body is at this time of activation. What you're saying when you do that is you're recognizing that chakras, again, like flower petals, can open big or close smaller. And many times the front and the back will not be balanced. So if they're opened too quickly and you don't know how to manage that energy yet, it is going to bowl you over. So what you want to know is they are kind of like valves or gauges, and there isn't like a set. They're meant to move in correspondence to what your other systems are doing, of what you do need to let in or don't need to let in. So there's actually times where you're going to go in environments where you actually want to close your petals down a little bit more because you don't want to absorb too much of the environment. There's other times where maybe you're flushing and moving where you do want to open your petals a little bit more. So the chakras are 100% different than a Merkaba because they are actually valves that are interactive and moving like in an interface with all your energy systems. So they're always meant to be kind of in a constant flux and movement. And so when we have distortions in our chakras, unhealthy belief systems, codependency, giving your energy away to others in relationships, spirits, entities, dead people tethered in or attached to you. A lot of times they'll get in and they get into the chakra centers and then they kind of force them open, or they force to kind of tethering in and taking from that energy. And that's where we start to either leak a lot of energy from those centers, or it's kind of like an open wound when we have too many other people tethered into our chakras. So sometimes in the very beginning, we're learning how to shut them down in order to rejuvenate that energy into making it healthy and then amplifying it. And then how you would start to know what it's supposed to be moving as, it moves more like a lotus or rose petals. And it does have more of a spin from, say, the lotus of life geometry, as opposed to that Merkaba spin within it. Your Merkaba energy is going to be more kind of traveling even from your third eye through those lotus petals as doorways into other places